For centuries, people in the Western world believed that all swans were white. This belief was not just a casual observation, but a deeply ingrained conviction that permeated various aspects of culture and thought. This belief was so ingrained that it became a metaphor for anything considered pure and true. White swans were often depicted in art and literature as symbols of purity, grace, and truth, embodying the ideals of beauty and perfection. The sight of a swan gliding across a lake was a testament to the elegance and order of the natural world. It was a serene and comforting image, reinforcing the notion that the world was a place of predictable beauty and harmony. The idea of a swan of any other color was simply inconceivable. The very thought of a black swan was beyond the realm of imagination, as it contradicted the established truths of the time. Then, in the 17th century, European explorers ventured into the wilds of Australia. These explorers were driven by a spirit of discovery and a desire to map the unknown territories of the world. There, amidst the unfamiliar flora and fauna, they encountered something astonishing: black swans. These creatures, with their dark plumage, stood in stark contrast to the white swans that had been the only known type in the Western world. This discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community and challenged long-held assumptions about the natural world. Scientists and naturalists were forced to reconsider their understanding of swan species and the broader implications for biological diversity. The existence of black swans shattered the illusion of certainty and revealed the limitations of human knowledge. It was a humbling reminder that our understanding of the world is always incomplete and subject to revision. What was once considered an impossibility had become a tangible reality. The black swan became a powerful symbol of the unexpected and the unknown, challenging the very foundations of what was believed to be true. This profound realization extended far beyond the realm of ornithology. It had philosophical implications, prompting thinkers to question the nature of knowledge and the limits of human perception. It underscored a fundamental truth about our understanding of the world. We are constantly susceptible to the unexpected. The story of the black swan serves as a powerful reminder that the world is full of surprises, and our quest for knowledge is an ongoing journey filled with unforeseen discoveries. The term black swan has since evolved into a metaphor for any event that possesses three key characteristics: rarity, extreme impact, and retrospective predictability. Coined by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, the concept challenges our understanding of the world and our ability to predict the future. A black swan event is first and foremost an outlier. It lies outside the realm of regular expectations, deviating significantly from the norm. These events are so rare that they are often deemed impossible until they occur, catching everyone off guard. These events are not merely unusual, they are transformative, carrying the power to reshape industries, economies, and even entire civilizations. Think of the 2008 financial crisis, the rise of the internet, or the COVID-19 pandemic. Each of these events has had a profound and lasting impact on the world. The impact of a black swan event is profound, leaving a lasting mark on the course of history. They disrupt the status quo, forcing societies to adapt and evolve in ways that were previously unimaginable. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of black swan events is their retrospective predictability. Once they occur, they seem obvious in hindsight. Analysts and historians often piece together clues and signals that were missed or ignored before the event. After the fact, it often seems as though we should have seen them coming. We convince ourselves that the signs were there all along and that we simply failed to connect the dots. We analyze, rationalize, and construct narratives that fit the event neatly into our understanding of the world. This process of rationalization helps us make sense of the chaos and uncertainty that black swan events bring. However, the reality is that black swans are inherently unpredictable in the present moment. No matter how much we try to foresee them, their very nature defies prediction. They remind us of the limits of our knowledge and the inherent uncertainty of the world we live in. Black swan events are often associated with negative occurrences such as financial crises, natural disasters, and pandemics. The 2008 global financial crisis, for example, blindsided many experts and had devastating consequences for the world economy. The COVID-19 pandemic, which brought the world to a standstill, is another stark reminder of the disruptive power of black swan events. However, it's important to remember that not all black swans are harbingers of doom. Positive black swans, while equally unexpected, can bring about positive and transformative change. The invention of the internet, for instance, was a black swan event that revolutionized communication, information sharing, and countless other aspects of our lives. The discovery of penicillin, a chance finding that transformed medicine, is another example of a positive black swan. Section 4. Blinded by belief, why we miss the obvious. Our difficulty in anticipating black swans stems from inherent cognitive biases. These biases are deeply rooted in the way our brains process information and make decisions. We tend to rely heavily on past experiences and existing knowledge to make predictions about the future. This reliance on what we already know can create a false sense of security, making us believe that the future will unfold in a similar manner to the past. This tendency, known as the confirmation bias, leads us to favor information that confirms our preconceived notions while dismissing evidence that contradicts them. When we encounter new information, we often interpret it in a way that supports our existing beliefs rather than challenging them. Another cognitive bias that hinders our ability to anticipate black swans is the narrative fallacy. This bias involves our natural inclination to create stories and patterns out of random events. We construct narratives that provide a sense of order and predictability, even when such order does not exist. We have an innate desire to make sense of the world around us, often constructing narratives that provide a sense of order and predictability. These stories help us feel more in control and less anxious about the uncertainties of life. This tendency to seek patterns and explanations can blind us to the possibility of truly random and unpredictable events. We become so focused on finding meaning and coherence that we overlook the potential for chaos and surprise. We become so focused on fitting events into our existing narratives that we fail to recognize the possibility of something entirely new and unexpected. This blindness to the obvious can have significant consequences as it prevents us from preparing for and responding to unforeseen events. By understanding these cognitive biases, we can begin to challenge our assumptions and open our minds to the unexpected. Section 5. Embracing the unknowable, Taleb's wisdom. In his seminal work, The Black Swan, The Impact of the Highly Improbable, Nassim Nicholas Taleb argues that our world is fundamentally shaped by black swan events. He contends that traditional methods of prediction, based on historical data and statistical models, are ill-equipped to handle the complexities of a world governed by randomness and uncertainty. Taleb advocates for a shift in perspective, urging us to embrace the unknown and acknowledge the limitations of our knowledge. He emphasizes the importance of building robustness into our systems and strategies, allowing us to withstand and even thrive in the face of unexpected events. Section 6. Weathering the storm, strategies for the unpredictable. While we cannot predict black swan events, we can take steps to mitigate their impact. One crucial strategy is to avoid becoming overly reliant on past data and historical trends. Instead, we should focus on building systems and strategies that are adaptable and resilient, capable of withstanding a wide range of potential outcomes. Diversification, both in terms of investments and skill sets, is another key strategy for navigating an unpredictable world. By spreading our resources and expertise across multiple areas, we reduce our vulnerability to any single event. It's also essential to cultivate a mindset of flexibility and adaptability. Being open to new information, challenging our assumptions, and being willing to adjust our course when necessary are crucial for navigating a world characterized by uncertainty. Section 7. The importance of humility, accepting the unknown. The black swan theory serves as a powerful reminder of the inherent uncertainty of life. It teaches us to approach the world with a healthy dose of humility, acknowledging the limits of our knowledge and the ever-present possibility of the unexpected. By embracing the unknown, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and cultivate a greater appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the world around us. Ultimately, the black swan theory is not about predicting the unpredictable, but about developing the resilience and adaptability to navigate whatever the future may hold.